Hmm. Hmm. Wait a minute. Let me see. Hmm. Oh, there we go. Okay, I think we can start the stream already. Right. So, same as before. Not really a lot of, or, 0 viewers, but, I might try something different tonight. So, what I would like to try at least is, we're going to be playing a visual novel. Well, I guess this one's more of the classic visual novel. So we're going to play Corpse Factory. Now, honestly, I don't know what to expect. I watched the trailer, still don't know what to expect. So I guess we don't really know. So we are going to be going on this trip together. So oh wait, no. Actually, let me think. So I've actually been thinking on how do I do these visual novel playthroughs is because would it be better if I did not have the UI or the avatar and then just read the narrations, or would it be better if I just no but hmm, no, but before we start, I think I should do well, I think the avatar needs to be there, right? Because if I'm going to do like a live stream, it needs to be more of a social thing rather than just the video. But I also want the video. But you know what? We'll we'll figure it out another time. We'll figure it out another time. All right then. So, Corpse Factory, here we go.
The fragrance of white lilies drawing me deep while I wait and wait. Won't accept that you're gone. No meaning in moving on. Let me rest here beyond this pain. Sweet refuge, may I remain.
All right. Well, that was a very interesting intro. I mean, when that intro kind of turned, it was it did kind of strike me a little bit. It did kind of startle me a little bit. Not gonna, you know. But all right. So we're here, and wait, give me a moment. Okay. This sounds like these sound effects sound like Resident Evil. Right? Is it just me? Maybe it is just me. Alright then. New game. Oh. Emi Katsuno. June 12th, Friday morning. I know those bitches have been talking about me behind my back. They flash those fake smiles when I walk past. They wave half-heartedly and say things like, "Oh, hi Emmy," or "You're the only one brave enough to pull off that look." They're all two-faced lying assholes. I hate each and every one of them. Amano, Sachiko, Kurosawa, just look at them. Everything about them is fake. Fake lips, fake nails, fake smiles, fake personalities. Look, I'll be the first one to admit that I'm a fake bitch too. But even I know I'm not as bad as them. I'm not horrible to every person I meet, just the ones I don't like. Ugh. It's not fair that I have to work with them. I just wanted a part-time job, something breezy and casual. How was I supposed to know these delinquents would obsess over tormenting me? Amano is unbearable, but probably the least terrible of the three. She's a year younger than me and acts like she's some famous pop idol. But she's a dropout just like me, working in this dead-end part-time job just so her parents don't kick her out of the house. She spends her evenings singing at underground bars and hanging out with shady talent agents who swear they can promote her and make her the next big pop star. She gets taken advantage of time and time again, but never seems to learn her lesson. I don't know if she's just stupid or if she really thinks she's on the right track to becoming famous. Sachiko is a kind of straight-laced girl. Girl is highlighted for some reason, which makes me think she's not really a girl. Sachiko is a straight-laced girl. You see at every school, studying her ass off to earn her parents' approval. The type of girl that always has the best grades, but never really has any friends. She's the kind of girl that graduates, then the reality of the real world knocks her on her ass. The real world knocks her on her ass. Okay, sorry. Weird sentence. I don't know how to read. And she realizes she actually has no clue what she's doing, just like the rest of us. So, she settles for the first crappy job she can find, and then suddenly it's 3 years later and she's still slaving away for some asshole managers just to make ends meet. Instead of being humbled by her station in life, Sachiko decides to take her anger out on everyone around her. I've seen her slap customers out of frustration. Rumor has it that she strangled our boss on one occasion. Apparently, he's too afraid to fire her now. I don't blame him. I'm afraid of her too. Damn. And then there's Kurosawa. I could write an entire blog on all of the things I hate about her. She's pretty, but she's very aware of it. She seems to have a new sugar daddy every few weeks. Some poor old fool that she strings along and milks dry. She must be nearing 30. She's 30? Okay. She must be nearing 30, but all her friends are still in senior high school. It's more than a little weird. It is weird. It is very unusual. They hang around at the train station, bullying homeless people and shoplifting from convenience stores. I'm pretty certain that she's done time once or twice. Kurosawa is just an all-around terrible person. She makes Amano and Sachiko look like saints in comparison. Honestly, I couldn't ask for a worse group of coworkers. Finally, there's me. Emi Katsuno, university dropout, part-time cashier, and up to my ears in debt. I live in a small apartment in a bad neighborhood just to keep my head above water. My apartment building is filled with deadbeats, loan sharks, junkies, perverts, you name it. By some miracle, I managed to snatch up the best apartment in the worst building. Although the place is nice, the rent is questionably low. I'm fully expecting the landlord to wander in one day and demand more money, or murder me. I'm constantly worried about money, worried about my safety, worried about what the hell I'm supposed to be doing with my life. As if that wasn't bad enough, I have to work 4 days a week with these 3 worst girls I've ever met in my life. Today is no different from any other day. Amano greets me at the door, her disgustingly puffy and pouty lips pulled back in a half snarl, half smile. I can smell the sickly sweet scent of too much lip gloss from 10 feet away.
Oh, hi, Emmy. You're late again, you know.
Bitch.
Yeah, sorry. Just let me past. I'll go clock in.
Whatever. Kurosawa wants to see you. Can you, just go see her?
Fine.
Amano walks off. I look around for Kurosawa. The stale stench of cigarette smoke eventually overwhelms the lingering scent of lip gloss in the air and leads me to her location.
You wanted me?
Katsuno, I need you to process a big refund. Don't mess it up, okay? It's for a regular customer.
Okay, I can do that. What am I refunding?
There's a bunch of shirts on the counter. Just ring them up and refund them for
Oh, sorry about that. Let me just fix something really quickly. There we go. Sorry.
cash. You can leave the money in the envelope under the register.
Fine, I'll take care of it.
Thanks. I'm going for a smoke break.
I decide to clock in before processing the refund. I won't be paid for this shift if the company doesn't know I came into work. I go behind the counter and retrieve the sign-in booklet. I flip to today's date and fill in my details. Done and done. The shirts that Kurosawa mentioned are lying haphazardly over the counter. I pick them up and scan each one. They're not cheap. The first rings up at 11,000 yen and the next is 13,000. There's 6 shirts all up, each one a little more expensive than the last. They don't look worn and the tags are intact. I'm supposed to ask for a receipt or proof of purchase before making a refund, but the customer is obviously not here. Besides, the request came directly from Kurosawa, my superior, so I can't exactly refuse. The refund goes through and the system successfully and the cash drawer opens up. I count out 3 correct... can't even read, Gene. Focus. I count out the correct amount of money in 10,000 yen bills, then pop an elastic band around the cash and put it in an envelope. I also print a copy of the refund receipt and slip it in with the cash. Job done. Job's done. I slide the envelope back under the register and lean against the counter, surveying the store. I can see that there aren't any customers around. It's still early in the morning after all. We don't usually get much business until around lunchtime. I hover around the register for a while, biting my nails and staring at the clock to pass time. Kurosawa eventually returns from her smoke break. Half an hour must have passed by now. Who does she think she is?
You finished that refund?
Yeah, I did it just like you said.
Okay.
She rummages through the underneath the cash register. She rummages around underneath the cash register and pulls out the envelope stuffed in cash. Her fingers flick through it quickly, counting each note, and she nods as though satisfied.
Good work, Katsuno. I'll pass this on to the customer next time they come in.
No problem.
Anyway, I'll take over the cash register for a while. You want to go tidy up stock?
Yeah, okay.
I'm not too bothered if Kurosawa wants to take over my regular duties. It's boring standing around. I'd much rather be doing something than nothing. As I head toward the rack of untidy jackets, Sachiko bumps into me.
Sorry, I didn't see you there.
Dude. I mean, all right. This is the what do you call this? This is the girl that's like studied too hard. I mean, I could tell, you know. Those eyes tell you a lot. This girl's a freak. Sorry? Did she actually just apologize to someone? Sachiko, the customer abuser?
That's fine. You okay?
I haven't been sleeping real well. I'm just tired, that's all.
Well, get some rest, I guess.
Thanks. Look, while I've got you here, I know I haven't really been easy to get along with lately. I've got my own personal issues, but that's no reason to take it out on you and the other girls.
I can't believe what I'm hearing here. Sachiko has had a change of heart? Oh no, it's the Phantom Thieves of Heart. Should I say evening or morning, Jin-san? It's morning. It's very early in the morning. Well, it's 1:35 a.m. Viking-san. So I guess morning? So how have you been, Viking?
So I'm resigning as of today. I don't deserve this job. I wanted to apologize and make sure there's no bad blood between us.
Sachiko, I don't know what to say. I never expected this from you.
I've been how should I say this? I've been doing some secret projects. That's why I haven't been streaming for a while, but yeah, I've been good. I mean, there's a game that's coming up that I want to stream, so I should get back to it. Just stream more frequently. But yeah, I've been doing okay. How about you?
Yeah.
If you're resigning, do you have another job lined up?
No, not yet, but I need to work on myself first. I have a lot to think about.
Well, I mean, as long as you're sure about this.
I am.
In that case, then thank you for apologizing. I forgive you.
Thank you, Emmy. Well, until next time then.
Yeah. Until next time.
Sachiko takes her leave. I'm still a bit taken aback by her sudden personality change. Did I misjudge her from the start? No, that can't be. She has a history of abusing customers and coworkers. No way I imagined all that. Regardless, I'm kinda glad she's trying to get a grip on her life. I hope everything works out for her. If she's resigning today, then I suppose the only two terrible coworkers left are Amano and Kurosawa. I glance at Amano, who is standing by the door, waiting to greet customers. She has a vacant expression on her face, like always. I then look toward the register, where Kurosawa should have been standing. But she's not there. Didn't she offer to take over the register duties from me? Where the hell did she disappear to? I wander behind the counter. The register doesn't look like it has been touched. Out of curiosity, I slide around under the register. And the cash stuffed envelope is gone. No sign of it. The receipt from the refund is lying on the floor. I bend down to pick it up. It's a standard refund receipt, stating the value of the transaction. My name is signed at the bottom since I was the one who processed it. The refunded money is gone, and so is Kurosawa. Did she? No, she couldn't have. Surely she wouldn't have run off with the money. No one would be stupid enough to risk their job over that, would they?
There's Katsuno. You should go ask her about it.
Huh? Kurosawa is still here? She seems to pop up from nowhere.
Katsuno, a word, if you please.
No problem, Viking-san. Good night. Oyasumi nasai. Hirota, the manager of the store. He normally spends his time in the office out back, so it's kind of unusual to see him here. You too, Viking-san. You too. It's nice to hear from you again. Okay, I'll see you around. Hirota, the manager of the store. He normally spends his time in the office out back, so it's kind of unusual to see him here. What could he want with me?
Kurosawa was tending to the register when she noticed the system flagged a large refund as suspicious. Do you know anything about it?
Well, yeah, I processed a big refund this morning.
Is that so? Do you have the receipt?
Here.
This is quite a large refund. No wonder the system flagged it. Did you get approval from Kurosawa before processing this?
Kurosawa was the one who asked me to process it, sir. I never even spoke to the customer that it was intended for.
That's not true, Hirota. I don't know anything about this refund.
Wait, what?
Where is the refunded money now?
Well, I put it in an envelope underneath the register, but...
There's no money here, sir. She's lying to you.
Interesting. No money to be found. And Katsuno, you're the one who signed off on the refund. That makes you responsible.
Yeah, I did sign it, but...
You're going to have to tell the truth, Katsuno. Did you take the money? Don't make me get the police involved.
Wait, hang on. Do you think I stole it? Kurosawa asked me to process the refund and leave the cash in an envelope.
Check the tapes! Oh, sorry. Maybe. I should stop screaming. I'm just as frustrated as Emmy. Check the tapes. What? This store doesn't have surveillance cameras? What kind of security does this store have?
Nonsense. That's simply irresponsible. It's not safe to leave cash out of the register.
But
I feel my stomach beginning to sink. What exactly is happening here?
Confess at once, Katsuno.
I didn't steal the damn money! If anyone stole it, it was that bitch Kurosawa!
Enough! We're not going to stand here and argue about this like bickering school children. Sachiko!
Like a serpent slinking out of the shadows, Sachiko slides behind Hirota.
Yeah, Sirota?
Did you witness Katsuno take an envelope of cash from the register?
Oh, yes, sir. Just this morning. She acted like she was processing a refund, then pocketed the cash. I meant to bring it to your attention sooner, but
Sachiko, that bitch. She hasn't changed at all. She just sold me out. I managed to catch a glimpse of Kurosawa smirking at Sachiko. They nod in unison and giggle. Are they in this together? Are they throwing me under the bus just so they can steal some cash? I can't believe it. I'm so freaking angry.
There you have it. A witness to your crime. Kurosawa, if you would kindly call the police.
Check the tapes.
Yes, sir. Wait just a minute!
I scream louder than intended, but my blood is boiling and I can barely control myself.
I didn't steal any money. Why don't you check the security cameras, huh? You'll see that I'm innocent.
Oh, you know those cameras haven't worked in months, right? I suppose nowadays they're mostly just for show.
Okay, I see. I see.
Of course, if Hirota really wants me to, I could go double check it just to be sure. Though, I think that would just be a waste of time.
Thank you, but that won't be necessary, Kurosawa.
Wait a minute. You know what? This is unfair. This is unfair for Emmy. I mean, if you I don't know where the money's gone, to be fair, but he should check everyone's pockets. Although I have seen this scenario before. You know, someone caught shoplifting, they get taken into the back, and then, you know, they get interviewed, you know, and then yeah. Then yeah. Yeah. Kurosawa's eyes narrow as she gazes at me wickedly.
Amano, please show everybody what you found.
You got it, boss.
I didn't even realize Amano was a part of this discussion. She's leering at me disgustingly and slapping an envelope against her open palm.
Found this wad of cash in Katsuno's locker out back.
Wait, what? They just want me out? They're not even gonna take the cash? This is fucked up. I can feel the blood drain from my face. I haven't been this out black. Sorry about that. I can feel the blood drain from my face. I haven't even been out the back today. Are they all in this against me? Did they plant evidence to get me in trouble?
You're lying! I haven't even had time to go out back today!
I mean, what do you want me to say? You think the cash just appeared out of nowhere?
It would seem all the evidence is against you, Katsuno. Since we located the money, I won't have you arrested. But you will not step foot in this store ever again. Do I make myself clear? You're fired! And I will make sure you never work in any of our stores again.
You know what? That's fucked up. They didn't even steal the cash. They just wanted me out. They just wanted me fired? What the fuck? I'm speechless. I can't even process my thoughts. The quiet giggling and snickering of Kurosawa, Sachiko, and Amano buzzes in my ears until my skull feels like it's going to burst. Hirota grabs my shoulder and tries to lead me outside, but I jerk away and stumble backwards. My back slams into the glass window in the front of the store. Thankfully, the glass doesn't shatter, but I can immediately feel a bruise forming. I push myself forward, regain my balance, and duck towards the sliding door.
See you around, Emmy. Oh well, I guess not, hey?
I blink tears out of my eyes as I dash through the store's front door. My anger and fear and anxiety get the better of me, and it's a good 5 or 10 minutes before I realize that I've been running aimlessly through the shopping mall. I reach I reach a hand to my eyes to wipe away the moisture and take deep breaths. And it sorry, I can't read. I don't know why. Like something in my brain. You know what? This is guys, try to read books. This is what happens when you don't actually read books. You just lose the ability to read. Damn, okay. You know, the last book I read was I don't know. I don't even know what the last book I've read is. That's how little I read. I hate books. I don't even read manga. That's how much I hate books. The only thing I read, hentai. Alright, well, let's get back to our regular programming. I reach a hand to my eyes to wipe away the moisture and take a deep breath. I look around, trying to get my bearings. The escalators. At least I know where I am. I need to sit down and compose myself. If I don't calm down, I might be tempted to return to the store and start punching those three absolute assholes. With my head down, I blindly charge towards a small seating area.
Watch out!
I collide headfirst with somebody in front of me. Without thinking, I scream out in anger.
Watch where you're going!
Sorry.
Wait, this girl. I know her from somewhere.
Katsuno? Is that you?
Huh? I know you. Have we met?
Yes, of course. We graduated from senior high school together. Remember?
Did we?
Senior high school was more than a year ago. Feels like a different lifetime. How does she expect me to remember that? Girl, you need some alpha brain. It was it was just a year ago? You can't remember someone? Well, to be fair, I actually don't remember anyone from... Well, no. I remember... I only remember my friends from my high school, but like... Sorry about that. But honestly, like sometimes my friends would ask me about, oh, do you remember this guy from high school? And I actually wouldn't know. Like, I guess like I have a vague memory of them, but I don't know their name. Or like, what they look like. I mean, I have a distinct memory of what they look like, but I can't name them. I forgot their names. Like, I would just remember someone from high school and be like, wait, what's that guy's name again? Yeah, you know what? I understand. You know what? This girl doesn't need alpha brain. Senior high school was more than a year ago. Feels like a different lifetime. How does she expect me to remember that?
Maybe. Yeah, you're Sato, right? Aoi Sato?
That's me. You do remember.
Well, kinda. Sorry. I've had a crappy day. I just got fired, so I'm not thinking straight.
You got fired. I'm really sorry. You bumped into me pretty hard. Are you hurt?
I'm fine.
Aoi is rubbing her arm tenderly. I figure I must have injured her, but I'm not really in the mood to stand here and apologize to some old acquaintance.
I have to go. Excuse me.
Oh, okay.
I push past Aoi. Unexpectedly, the shy and spineless girl grabs my arm and stops me from leaving. Her grip is surprisingly strong.
Katsuno? You said that you just got fired. Is that true?
Wait, yeah,
Why
I'm
would I lie?
pissed off about it.
Tell me what happened.
Why are you so interested?
I just thought maybe I could help is all.
Whatever. You can't help.
Some bitch set me up. She stole a bunch of money and made me take the fall.
They didn't even... Here's the thing, Emmy. They didn't even steal the money. They literally returned the envelope. They didn't even steal the money. They just wanted you fired. That's fucked up. I mean, you know, like, I would think it's like, it would make more sense if they stole the money, but they didn't, which is wild.
I see.
Are we done here? Can I leave now?
Sorry for keeping you.
Yeah, okay.
Once again, I turned to leave Aoi, but Aoi's next words managed to catch my interest.
You know, if someone got you fired, there is a way you could get revenge.
Oh. Oh, is this the story? Interesting. Okay. Revenge? What is this girl going on about? What is this girl on about? Does she have some way to get back at Kurosawa? What am I thinking? I can't even step foot back in the store. My chance to get any kind of justice just doesn't exist.
Revenge? What the hell are you talking about?
Never mind. I shouldn't have said anything.
Let me hear that never mind again. Can I do that? Can I hear that?
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
But let's talk quietly.
wait, I can't hear the never mind again? Never mind.
There may be a way for you to get back at whoever got you fired. Have you heard the rumors of Corpse Girl's website?
Ooh.
Corpse Girl? Who is that? Sounds like some death metal band.
First of all, this is the last place. Like, a girl that... Dude, that would freak me the fuck out. I would leave. I'll be honest with you. If Aoi ignores my comments and continues on with her
They
speech.
say that if you visit Corpse Girl's website, you can request a death.
Here's the thing, right? look at this girl. She looks so sweet. If a sweet girl like this tells me about a Corpse Girl website, something's wrong. Look at this sweet girl, and she's talking about a fucking requesting death. Dude, like, this is... You should stay away from crazy. This is where crazy starts. This is where it starts. Just walk away. Just walk away. This is how it works. Because it means this girl is into weird shit. Request a death? What is this girl ranting about?
Hang on, start over. I'm completely lost.
Aoi frowns, a look of annoyance on her face.
Say
You're
somebody
annoyed?
wrongs you, and you want to get revenge on them.
You mean like an assassin? Like, you know, you understand that you're not making sense, right? Like, you can request the death, then what do they do? Like, do they just... Is it like a Death Note situation? They just get a heart attack? Or is it like an assassin? Is it... We'll see.
Go on.
Rumors state that you can visit Corpse Girl's website and fill out a form in order to request a specific person's death.
Okay, okay. Go ahead.
This Corpse Girl. Is she, like, a hitman or something?
Good, Emmy.
No one knows the truth. All I know is that her victims always receive a photo of their own corpse before they die.
Ooh, you know what? This is kind of some like Death Note shit, right?
How is that possible?
I don't know.
Or maybe some Mirai Nikki?
I've been wanting to use the website for some time. There's somebody that I'd be happier without. But I'm not brave enough to go through with it.
Okay. Never mind, this girl's not crazy. I see, she's abused. Oh shit. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Aoi. I misjudged you. Okay, I see. This girl's not crazy. She's being abused. God damn it, Jean. Why? Why did you have to pass judgment so easily? Okay, we haven't. Okay. Okay. My bad, guys. Ask for more information before you get the fuck out.
Still, I want to know if the rumors are true. If you use the website, you could tell me if it works or not.
This whole thing sounds sketchy. Risky. Are the police gonna come get me if I go on this website?
I've got no idea.
Well, thanks, I guess.
Aoi doesn't make a further attempt to stop me when I turn on my heel and walk away. I don't know what to make of her suggestion. Can such a website even exist? The ability to request a death just sounds so unbelievable. You know what this was? Jikoku Shoujo. I don't know if, I think people have watched that show, right? I mean, people have a vague memory of that show. That show is actually pretty great. Like, there's one particular episode that I love from Jikoku Shoujo. I think the episode is called like Purgatory Girl. I think it's like episode 13 or something. It was such a cool... Okay, I should stop talking. Anyway. And yet... I find myself unable to get the possibilities out of my mind as I make my way toward the train station. Corpse Girl. A website tailored for revenge. I could dub Kurosawa Sachiko Amano. If I could remain anonymous, then no matter what happens, whatever befalls those girls, it couldn't be traced back to me. Also, why the fuck would you kill? I mean, that's kind of a leap up, though. They got you fired. You shouldn't, you should. Yeah, maybe death would be a little. Maybe you could kill just one of them. No, I'm joking. But like, you know what I mean. Maybe killing three of them would be, they got you fired. They didn't end your life. They didn't kill someone you love. But like, maybe killing them would be overboard. Just think about it, Emmy. Just think about it. I start to wonder if ordering the deaths of a few girls simply because they got me fired is a little extreme. Okay, good thing. You know what? I like where her head's at. I like where her head is at. Although they're not exactly saints. They're closer to human garbage more than anything else. Still, they're always been hostile toward me. I'd probably doing the world a favor if I had them all killed. God damn it. No, you're not. If they screwed me over without a second thought, who knows what they might do to their next unsuspecting victim. Yeah, killing all three of them is the right thing to do. Removing them from the planet will prevent them from hurting anyone else. Damn, you know what? This is some Kira shit. My heart begins to race. Actually, no. Kira didn't really kill for revenge. He killed for, like, reform. Like, he wanted to change the world. The world of, the Death Note. The world. He wanted to reform the world where I don't want to explain Death Note, I guess. I don't want to. No, this is just simpler. This is different from, Akira situation. The trip back to my apartment is boring. The train carriage is nearly empty, save a few junior high school boys and a couple of women in business attire. I have a few seats all to myself, so I sprawl out and check my phone for messages. When I feel confident that no one in this carriage is watching me, I decide to search for Corpse Girl's website on my phone. I can't say the word corpse. Corpse Girl. That's kind of a tongue twister. I don't exactly know how easy it will be to find. Maybe I should ask Aoi for the address. Well, A quick search shouldn't be too hard. I begin to type. Corpse girls. Oh. Hey, talk. She didn't talk. What the fuck? You're supposed to talk, I mean. A few results pop up on my screen, but none seem relevant. There are links to a funeral services and anime fan sites, but nothing really matches what I'm looking for. Maybe this was a bad idea. I should probably delete my search history.
Maybe just one more search. Corpse girl. Request. Death.
My phone seems to lag for a few seconds as the search is submitted. Then, a fresh list of links appear. The top result catches my eye immediately.
Corpse girl, revenge at your fingertips.
This must be it. I click the link and the website loads immediately. Corpse Girl's website, revenge at your fingertips. Request a death. Fill out your victim's information and upload a photo of them. Your victim will receive a photo of their own corpse shortly before they die. Watch out, don't be an idiot and enter. Okay. Cut off there. The website is simple. There's a freaky little dancing girl at the top of the screen who looks too happy to belong on such a website. The whole site is really basic. A small blurb of text offers instructions.
Request a death. Fill out your victim's information and upload a photo of them. Your victim will receive a photo of their own corpse shortly before they die. Watch out. Don't be an idiot and enter your own information or you will be cursed. What the hell? Is this site actually for real?
I start to wonder if I should go through with this. There's very little useful information on the site. I mean, it does say request a death, but come on, is someone actually going to go out and kill the person I chose? I mean, wait a minute, Emmy. Think about this for a second. How can someone receive a photo of their own corpse before they die? Emmy, think about this carefully. It's either a scam or it's some supernatural shit. And Emmy, just think about it. And how on... You know what? And how on earth can someone receive a photo of their own corpse before they're actually dead? That just doesn't make any sense. My heart suddenly skips a beat and nearly dropped my phone when it buzzes at me.
Thank God. It's just a text message.
An unknown number. That's never a good thing. Wait a minute. There's a photo attachment. Who would be sending me a photo of an unknown number? My curiosity gets the better of me and I open the message. Dick pic! How did they get the money? Kurosawa, you freaking bitch. I knew it. I knew she set me up. And Amano and Sachiko were in on it too. They made me process a fake refund to get the cash out of the register so that my name would be on the transaction. And all for what? A bit of cash they'd have to split 3 ways? How did they get the cash? They returned the cash to Hirota. Someone needs to explain to me how they got the cash.
Kurosawa, I'll kill you!
A few junior high school boys a few of the junior high school boys nearby look at me with a worried expression, but I don't give a damn. I'm angry. I'm furious. Kurosawa is going to pay. I close Kurosawa's message and return to Corpse Girl's website. It's clear what has to be done. I'm going to request Kurosawa's death. I read the website's instructions one more time to make sure I haven't missed anything important.
Enter the victim's phone number,
the victim.
I can't believe it. Kurosawa just signed her own death sentence. She sent me a photo of herself, and her phone number was included with the message. I fill in the phone number and upload the photo, my hands trembling the whole time. My thumb hovers over the submit button. I feel a chill down my spine. My face turns pale, and I immediately feel cold and clammy. Is Kurosawa really going to die if I use this website? Or is this all a sick hoax? I run through the possible outcomes in my head. First possibility, nothing happens and Kurosawa is none the wiser. Second possibility, Kurosawa gets pranked by whoever is running this website. Maybe the administrator gets a kick from tormenting people. Kurosawa might just receive some spam text or something like that. Third possibility, Kurosawa dies, she gets murdered, or some elaborate scheme is concocted to make her die accidentally. Okay, so you're forgetting the fourth option. I guess it's not really coercion. It's not really conspiracy to commit murder. I guess is it? It's not conspiracy to commit murder, right? I mean, think about it. You're requesting someone's death. It's not like you're actually hiring a hitman or paying for it. Like, it's just kind of some hoax. So I guess it's not conspiracy to commit murder. My lips curl into a frenzied smile. I like the third possibility the most. I slam my thumb down and smash the submit button. Prepare for the end, Kurosawa. June 12th, Friday evening. When I get home, I can barely contain my nervousness. I'm shaking as I open the door to my apartment. The Binding of Isaac. Let me search what that is. Oh, hello there, Steve-san. It's been a long time since we've talked. The Binding of Isaac. Let's look at what this game is all about. Oh, interesting. What is this? Oh. Damn. Okay. I mean, what is this game? Dude, what? Oh, what? I'll take a look at it, but what I'm looking at is kind of weird. Anyway, let me go back into my game. Oh, by the time I walk through the door, the sun has just started to set behind the backdrop of the city. Even though it's not dark yet, I'm feeling physically and mentally drained. This is a nice apartment. You told me your apartment was shit. This is a nice apartment, Emmy. The drama at work this morning, the taunting laugh of Kurosawa, I feel exhausted, like I just want to crawl into bed and sleep. Despite my dipping energy levels, I can't extinguish the burning question flickering within my mind like the candle flame. How will I know when or if Kurosawa is dead? Will Corpse Girl's website notify me? No, of course not. I didn't give any of my personal information to the site. The entire thing was anonymous. And it's not like I can visit the store tomorrow and see if she comes into work. I'll be kicked out as soon as I show my face. So, what do I do?
That's it.
I whip my phone out and pursue my... Oh, sorry. I whip my phone out and out of my purse and open Noise, a social network app that all my coworkers are connected to. Kurosawa, Sachiko, and I are all in this group chat labeled Work Life. We use the chat to swap shifts with each other and complain about the boss. Just as I was hoping, I haven't been kicked out of the group yet. I swipe through the list of chat members and tap on Kurosawa's profile. Last online 1 hour ago. Perfect. If I use this app, I can keep an eye on when Kurosawa is active. She only has to be using her phone for Noise to detect that she's online. She doesn't necessarily have to be using Noise itself. That seems like a security risk, or... okay. It's the best way I can think of to monitor if she's still alive or not. It will do for now, at least. I wonder why Kurosawa sent me that photo of herself via a regular text message instead of through Noise. Also, by the way, that's also evidence, right? You know, you could just show your boss that photo that she took and be like, hey, look. She just sent me a text message of her holding the money, taunting me that I got fired. Don't you think it's a bit weird? This bitch Emmy, or sorry, I don't want to call Emmy a bitch. She's been, you know, she's been going through a lot. This aloof girl. Maybe she thought she could be busted for it if someone got into her Noise profile? Who knows what that girl was thinking. Regardless, I'm thankful she made such a stupid mistake. I wouldn't have obtained her phone number if she had decided to message me through Noise instead. After all, Noise is strictly an online service. No need for phone numbers. Come to think of it, where did she get my phone number from? Well, no matter. It worked out in the end. I slump down on the couch in front of the TV and keep my phone firmly gripped in one hand, my knuckles whitening. I start to bite my fingernails on my other hand out of anxiety. In an attempt to distract myself, I switch the TV on and stream some stupid reality shows. This is not a low-end apartment. You really undersold your apartment, Emmy. The distraction hardly works, and I find myself instinctively glancing at my phone every couple of minutes, waiting for any kind of update on Kurosawa's online status. The evening passes slowly. June 13th, Saturday morning. Sunlight streams through the open curtains and I startle. Did I fall asleep on the couch? I wipe my mouth with my sleeve, cleaning off the trickle of drool from my chin. My phone is still on one hand and I quickly check it. I tap the fingerprint smeared screen, but it's not responding. The battery died. I must have fallen asleep and left the screen on all night. I race towards my charger and plug it in, anxiously waiting for just enough energy to turn my phone screen back on. After what seems like an eternity, the phone comes to life. I catch a glimpse of the clock as I swipe the lock screen away. 6:34 a.m. I open up Noise as quickly as I can and flick through Kurosawa's profile.
Huh?
This profile is private. You're not connected to this person.
Damn it! She blocked me!
I frantically navigate through the group chat only to find that I've been kicked out.
Damn it! Damn it!
What can I do now? I've got no way of knowing whether Kurosawa is still alive. I slam my phone down in frustration and it vibrates in retaliation.
Huh? Another text message.
I blink a couple of times. Who would be texting me at this hour? It might be Kurosawa again, trying to rub my face in her victory. Well, If that's the case, at least I would know that she's still alive. I hesitantly pick up my phone again and open the messages. There's no text, just a photo attachment. Oh shit.
What the hell is this?
I nearly dropped my phone in terror. A photo of a dead body, twisted, crumpled like it has fallen from a great height. A splatter of blood flecked across the grass. It's hard to make out the details of the person. Dirty blonde hair, familiar clothes, smudged makeup. That's you. Okay. This dead body, is it supposed to be me? There can be no mistaking it. Without a doubt, this is a picture of my own corpse. I shriek again, unable to process what I'm seeing. I'm so entranced by the battered corpse that it takes me a minute to notice the timestamp in the corner of the photo. It's today's date, but something is off. The time says 7:28 a.m. It's about an hour from now. I shiver involuntarily and feel the sickening sensation of bile rising in my throat.
This photo. Is this a prediction of my death? Am I going to die within the hour?
And then the truth hits me harder than my face hit the ground in this grisly photo. When you request a death on Corpse Girl's website, your victim receives a photo of their own corpse before they die. Before they die. I can't look at it anymore. I throw my phone onto the side and curl up on the floor. Did Corpse Girl send this to me? And how did someone get a photo of my corpse? A photo that is seemingly from the future. It's impossible. It has to be a hoax, some trick, some psycho tormenting me.
That's all it is. Someone is messing with me. Probably Kurosawa.
I get up off the floor and stumble around. I'm kind of lightheaded and unbalanced, and my stomach feels queasy, ready to launch its contents through my throat at any second. I blindly reach around for my phone and finally grasp it with near-frozen fingers. The phone number that sent the photo, it's an unknown number, but the digits don't match the number that Kurosawa texted me from yesterday, so it's unlikely this came from her. Bizarrely, the phone number is kind of weird. There are more digits than should be possible. I try to count them, but I stumble a few times in confusion. Eventually, I conclude that the number has 18 digits. Way too many. In addition, the phone number seems to repeat digits a lot. Alright. 666, 33, 666, 22, 666, 44, 666. Yep. Exactly. It seems too strange to be real. Is it possible to fake a phone number? Something interesting catches my attention. Even though the caller ID doesn't recognize the number, it has data on in the origin of the number. Tokyo, Japan, my very own city. Perhaps the sender of the photo can mask their number, but they can't hide their location? This gives me an idea, and I decide to get to the bottom of the situation, despite my head throbbing and my stomach pleading to be emptied. I punch the phone number into the search engine along with the keyword Tokyo. One result. The link points to a popular discussion board, Noise Channel. It's an anonymous board where users can talk about almost anything. And no big surprise, it's owned and operated by the very same company behind the Noise app I use on my phone. I tap the link and get taken to a discussion topic from less than a week ago. I quickly read through it. Topic: strange photo from unknown number. Hey, so today I got a strange gore photo from a number I don't have in my contacts. Not sure what the deal is. It was gross though. Wondering if any hackers can trace the number or something? It's 666-33-666-22-666-44-66. Seems like Tokyo area. I'm in Osaka. Okay, thanks in advance. The topic has one reply. RE, strange photo from unknown number. You got this too? Was the gore photo a picture of yourself? I'm worried. Received a similar pic from the same number. Thinking about contacting the police. Not sure if I'm overreacting. And that's it. That's the end of the discussion. Neither poster followed up on the conversation.
Damn it. That's all?
That didn't give me anything to go on, except now I know that at least 2 other people received bloody photos of themselves. I wonder if those photos were as extreme as the one I received. What happened to those 2 posters? Why didn't they continue the discussion? I feel myself beginning to sweat. My body is going from cold to hot and back again several times a minute. It feels like I have a fever, but I know it's just stress tearing me up. I check the time. It's 6:59 a.m. About half an hour until the time printed on the photo. I take a deep breath and the doorbell buzzes. I freeze in place, unsure whether I should answer the door. In this sketchy apartment building, it's a risk to answer the door on any given day, before even taking into consideration that some psycho just texted me a photo of my own corpse. I tiptoe toward the door on stiff legs and gaze through the peephole. There's no one there. I breathe a sigh of relief. Maybe I'm just on edge and the doorbell echoed from someone else's apartment. Besides, I don't know of anyone who would visit me unannounced, especially this early in the morning. I slump to the floor, my back sliding down the door as I come to rest on the carpet, my legs splayed out haphazardly in front of me. I've had enough fear for one day. I have to just believe this whole thing is a hoax. It's probably karma for trying to get revenge on Kurosawa. Yeah, that's it. Karma. The doorbell rings again, and I scream in shock, my head slamming back against the door I was resting against. I jump to my feet and ignore the people, this time simply swinging the door open. A gust of chilly morning air sweeps into my apartment, and I shut my eyes tightly against the sudden cold. My messy hair tangles in the wind and obscures my vision when I open my eyes. Quickly, I sweep the hair out of my face and look around. There's no one here except a metal trolley is blocking the walkway in front of my door. A stark white bag about the size of a human body rests atop of the trolley. My heart begins to race as I immediately recognize what this is. On TV, they always show these trolleys used in morgues to cart dead bodies around. Dead bodies. The vomit that has been trying to escape my body all morning finally finds its way out of my mouth. I retch and heave in the doorway until nothing is left inside my belly except the stinging stomach acid that threatens to burn through its fleshy container. The stench is wafting from the trolley is overwhelming. Pinching my nostrils closed does little more than trap the horrific odor inside my own skull, and I gag and splutter involuntarily. My hand reaches forward as though controlled by some being other than myself. I can't pull it back, and I can't prevent my fingers from grasping the zipper bag attached to the front of the body bag. I unzip the bag. Oh, this is... Okay, this is a twist! And there I am, our wretched corpse exposed to the day's first rays of sunlight. I stand there in the doorway as I lay there atop of the trolley, simultaneously alive and dead, but more dead than alive in both bodies. The bruising on my face is horrific as I reach the stiff finger to my very own lips, my living lips tracing the outline of the bruise that I see before me. There's no pain where the bruise should be, and I breathe a sigh of relief, for why should there be any pain if I'm already dead? To feel pain would be absurd, and then I would really have to start worrying. I wonder how I died. Did I fall from a great height? Did somebody hit me with a car? Or did I collapse from some internal reason? Perhaps from organ failure or something? Or some undiagnosed sickness? Maybe I didn't die, and the corpse in front of me is alive, living and breathing just as I do while standing in front of myself. I'll be honest, guys, I did not expect... I thought when she opened the body bag it would be Kurosawa, but I didn't expect it to be me. Or, not me, but Emmy. What am I talking? Because I'm talking the first person, okay. Maybe this is all a prank. I've pulled on myself dying just as a joke, but never really dying. Always living until the point I actually die, and it's no longer a prank. My head is splitting. I can't think straight. All the thoughts in my mind are jumbled, the meaning behind unspoken words disappearing behind foggy clouds inside my shattered skull. To clear my head, I step around my corpse and stand by the walkway's railing. Get away from the railing! I'm on the 4th floor of the apartment building. There are 2 floors above me, so I could go higher if I wish, but I'm pretty sure a leap from here would be enough to render my living body identical to that of the corpse on the trolley. Then why go near the railing? Get away! At this point in time, there exist 2 versions of Emi Katsuno. One is living, and is me, and the other is dead. But it's also me, but I can choose now to be alive and dead, or be dead and dead. But I cannot choose to be alive and alive? Okay, she's lost it. She has lost her goddamn mind. What is she talking about? So, even if I choose to be alive and dead, I'll still only be half alive, but choosing dead and dead is nice and clean absolute. An undisputably solid state of existence. I grip the steel. I grip the cool steel handrail and lean over the walkway. My hair whipping against my face, thanks to the relentless wind. 4 stories below me is a small courtyard, paved with concrete and decorated with occasional shrub or flower beds. Check the photo. I missed the concrete by about 2 feet. Okay. I did not expect this. I did not. I did not. Okay. I didn't know that it was going this way. Okay. I missed the concrete by about 2 feet. Dirt sprays up into the air as my nose is crushed under my own body weight. I think about the photo Kurosawa sent me, and with her smug smile and her hands full of stolen money, my teeth grind into my tongue and sever it, but it doesn't manage to escape my closed mouth. My mind wanders and settles on Corpse Girl's website. What was that all about anyway? As far as I know, nothing happened when I submitted Kurosawa's details. Maybe Kurosawa found the website as well and submitted my details first. I guess Corpse Girl got me. Well played, Kurosawa. I think I can taste the blood in my mouth, but it might just be a memory from some other point in my lifetime. A blinking light from a nearby parked car kind of irritates me, but then my vision turns blue or black, and my only concern is how I'll never truly know what. Corpse Factory. The smell of violin. Noriko Kurosawa, Act 1. 3 weeks earlier. Oh, this is Kurosawa? Okay, I see. I've always liked the shape of my eyes. I can be critical of other parts of my body, but I'll never complain about my eyes. With or without makeup, I think they look great. Mother used to tell me that I inherited her eyes, and my big sister inherited father's eyes. To be honest, I don't see any of my father's features in myself or my sister, but I do agree that my eyes are exact replicas of mother's. So you're saying that your mom cheated? I mean, is that what you're telling me? My mother doesn't see too well anymore, and that might be something I have to worry about in the future, but for now, my eyes are perfect and I couldn't be happier with it. I wear eyeshadow and eyeliner to bring out my best features. Some people tell me I use too much makeup, that I tend to overdo it and make myself look intimidating. Well, I don't really care. I mostly like the way I look, and honestly, how many people can claim the same? Today's morning ritual is the same as any other workday. I'm a slave to the wage and I'm not proud of it. Call me a corporate sellout, but I can't survive without money. My alarm goes off at 6 a.m. and the shower is running by 6:05, and I'm dry and dressed by 6:15. Alarm goes off at 6 a.m. The shower is running by 6:05, and dry and okay, that's really efficient. I'll be honest with you. Damn. Also I mean, as a guy, 10 minutes is that's already super efficient. If I'm done in 10 minutes, that would be... I would have rushed. If I would be... By the way, not only are you dry, you're already dressed as well. Ooh. Let me think about that. I guess it is possible. To be fair, it is possible, but it's going to be you have to be really efficient. Or you have to, every movement, no wasted time at all. By the way, not only is your bath should be finished, you should also be dressed. You should also be dry and all... No. You run... Like, you also dry your hair in that 10-minute window? Okay, stop playing. That's not real. That's not real. Out of all of the things to nitpick about this game, it's the time. I skip breakfast because I'm watching my figure and spend until 6:30 working on my makeup. Out of my cramped shoebox apartment by 6:45. Sometimes I catch my neighbor returning home from his overnight shift, and if so, I exchange simple pleasantries with him and continue on my way. Today there's no sign of my neighbor, so I don't slow down as I descend the stairs and exit the building. Hitting the convenience store for a can of coffee saps another few minutes from each day. I prefer sweet milk coffees, but every now and then I'm in the mood for rich black coffee. Regardless, I never start the day without it. I don't always need the energy boost, but it helps to stop my stomach growling. It's a milk coffee kind of day, so I pay for my favorite brand and get out of the store in no time. The canned coffee dives into my handbag as I continue on my way. The train station is always busy in the morning, and it's usually a struggle to navigate my way to the correct platform in time for the 7:12 a.m. train. Today is no different. However, I always make it in time because my routine has been perfected over the last few months. I board the train for Shinjuku. A cursory glance reveals that there are no empty seats, so I push through the throng of bodies and stand against the carriage wall. Whenever there are seats available, I like to sit and read, but it's much more common to have to stand and stare at my phone screen like almost everyone else. When I do read, I read the classics: Stoker, Lovecraft, Poe, horror, Western horror, and that is my favorite genre. Like I said, not a big reader. What's my favorite book genre? Hentai. That's my favorite book genre. Are there pictures in it? Okay. Are there naked women on it? Oh, even better. That's my favorite book. And of course, faithful translations into Japanese are as good as it gets. My English isn't nearly as strong enough to read those novels in their original language. If I'm stuck staring at my phone screen, I like to stalk people online, acquaintances, or the few friends I have. Lead such boring lives. They post about the most mundane topics all day, every day, acting like they'll shrivel up and die unless they get the attention they seek. I find their dull, tedious lives simply fascinating. From behind the safety of the glass veil, I can fulfill my voyeuristic fetishes and consume as much pointless information as I desire. Knowing every mundane tidbit of people's daily lives turns me on. This morning is the same as any other. I stare down at the phone held in my frail hand. My fingers move of their own accord, strolling and tapping against the backlit display, pausing, pondering, pouncing on any posts or pictures that my pupils haven't consumed. Standing in the train carriage, I pack to the gills with people. I can't help but feel my face getting flushed and my steamy breath escaping my lips. I digest post after post, photo after photo, memorizing the comings and goings of every single person on my noise activity feed. I catch my breathing getting heavier, my gasps becoming short and sharp. Ray went to the dentist yesterday for a root canal. Ms. Mizuno shared some photos of her international vacation. Kawahara objects to owning pets and still thinks all animals should be free. My cheeks glow crimson. My chest begins rising and falling quickly. I clutch the collar of my skirt. I clutch the collar of my shirt, knuckles whitening, knees shaking, arms weak. A few people in the carriage start to move away from me, but I barely notice them. My fingers keep scrolling and I hit the jackpot. A new post from a coworker at my office, Tomoe Watanabe. She's a gal girl, the type with heavy fake tan, bleach blonde hair, and questionable clothes. I hate her. I do, but I love her posts. This morning's update reads, Tomomo, 53 minutes ago. Just found this Corpse Girl website. Such fake bull. Waiting to meet a bitch to try it on. Damn. Tomoe just discovered Corpse Girl's website, huh? I feel as a slight squeal trying to escape from my throat as my legs threaten to buckle underneath me. I can't take the excitement anymore. I have to force my phone from my hands to bury it at the bottom of my handbag. Deep breaths, Noriko. Deep breaths. I need to calm down and control myself. Composure is key. I close my eyes and let the cool breath of air whistle through my slightly parted lips. Feeling a little calmer and no longer ready to explode, I analyze the information I just read. Tomoe wants to try out Corpse Girl's website. That's good. That's very, very good. Rumor has it that you can visit the website and request the death of somebody you know. How and if the victim dies isn't known to the public. Because of that, some people are pretty quick to dismiss the site as a hoax. However, the most interesting part isn't how or if the victim dies, but rather what happens to the victim before they die. Supposedly, the victim will receive a photo of their own corpse. How this photo exists before the victim's life is snuffed out isn't public knowledge, but the thought of the phenomena occurring is utterly intriguing. Nevertheless, the site has been gaining popularity lately, at least in certain corners of the internet. Message boards like Noise Channel and other similar sites have picked up the rumors and like to exaggerate the website's authenticity. The fact that someone like Tomoe, a rather dense, dim-witted individual, has discovered the website means that it's actually more well-known than I previously thought. It means that people are actually talking about it outside of the internet. Chances are that Tomoe will want to try it out and request the death of someone in the office, a coworker. Me perhaps. She hates my guts as much as I hate hers. Finally, something exciting is going to happen in our dull workplace.
The next station is Shinjuku. The doors on the right side will open. Please change here for the Chuo line, the Shonan Shinjuku line, the Saikyo line.
As the automated announcement reads through the list of connecting train lines, I get ready to disembark. The train pulls to a stop and I contort my body around the other passengers in an attempt to exit the train. Finally, free of the tangled mass of flesh, I hasten my pace and navigate through the labyrinthine station. I take the exit closest to my office and settle into a slower walk. I'm on time. I never desire to reach the office any earlier than needed. It doesn't take long for the looming office tower to enter my field of vision. 32 stories of office space, all crammed into one sleek, slim tower. The name Temujin is stamped across the structure in the gigantic block letters. If you're looking for this building in Shinjuku, you can't possibly miss it. Temujin carries the title of Japan's third biggest banking corporation. It's a gigantic company with other branches in Kyoto, Osaka, Sapporo, Fukuoka, and dozens smaller cities I don't even remember. I've worked here for close to 3 months now. Not a long time in a grand scheme of things. That said, I'm only a temp, and all I do is data entry. I work on the 14th floor along with about 60 other junior employees, including gal girl Tomoe Watanabe. I don't speak to many of my coworkers, and that's the way I like it. When I reach the building, I enter through the giant double sliding doors, and I find myself in the familiar lobby. Comfortable couches in line, the walls circling the reception desk, 4 large elevators tucked away in a nook behind the reception desk. It's already busy this morning, though to be fair, this place is packed all the time. I avoid the crowds of sharply dressed business people, feeling a little out of place in my semi-formal shirt and skirt. Ducking into the newly opened elevator, I tap my employee ID to the backlit panel and press the button for my floor. The doors close and the elevator begins its smooth ascent. I'm surprised to find that I'm the only one traveling up. I reach my floor and listen to the soothing chime as the doors open, revealing the open layout office before me. The static drone of workspace noise fills my ears. Conversation, ringing phones, fingers tapping against keyboards, photocopiers, even the steady low hum of the air conditioner contributes to the overall din. I make my way to my desk, stationed in the middle of the floor and surrounded by a dozen other identical desks. As I walk, somebody taps me on the shoulder gently.
Good morning, Kurosawa.
Ah, Shinya Fujikawa. My senior, though he's really only a couple of months older than me. He's worked here a whole year after taking an internship straight out of senior high school. He's not an intern anymore, though. I'm not sure of his job title.
Morning, Fujikawa.
How was your commute this morning?
Fine, same as usual.
That's good to hear. Did you read any of your...
He's referring to the horror books I like to read. I can tell from his tone he doesn't exactly approve of the subject matter. I've known Shinya since junior high. We go way back, but I wouldn't exactly call us friends. However, he's the one that landed me this job, even though it's just a temporary contract. I've always had the feeling that he's a bit sweet on me. I could be way off the mark though.
Well, I couldn't get a seat on the train today. Too hard to read while standing.
Ah, that's a shame. You, still haven't accepted my, friend request, did you know?
Can you... Okay, alright. You're offering too much. Okay. I have to fight the urge to roll my eyes. He's a nice guy, but we were connected on Noise once before and I had to delete him. He's super obsessed with his father's detective work and all he ever posts about is his assumption and theories on petty crime cases. Normally, I'd find anyone on my friends list fascinating, but here's the thing. Shinya never posts about his personal life. All he writes are long-winded rants on boring cases. It's far beyond the amount of dullness even I can stand. I fish my phone out of my handbag and pretend that I'm looking at Noise.
Oh, how about that? Looks like I don't have any incoming friend requests.
I quickly dip my phone back into my bag.
How peculiar. Well, I'll try and nudge again later.
Ooh, this guy is throwing it too hard, but it's okay. I mean, I understand, you know, go get your, try to go for it, Shinya. Although...
Sure, no problem.
Also, by the way, if a girl that looks like this is into Edgar Allan Poe and, well, I guess... No, you said like Lovecraft and... Okay. You know what? That's not really a problem. Now think about it. No, there's... It's not... I don't think those books are weird to read, right? I don't really read, but like I've heard... people I talk to read books. Or, people I watch read books, so... Like those authors aren't really as weird as people might think. Okay.
Well, anyway, I better get to it. Work hard today, okay?
You got it.
Shinya offers a formal bow and goes on his way. Before I can take a step towards my desk, a mocking voice whispers in my ear.
How long are you gonna lead on sweet little Shinya?
Oh, okay. First of all, that's too... That's not proper workplace attire if I've ever seen it. Also, where's some goddamn underwear? Not that I mind, to be fair, but you know, this is a workplace. Come on. I shiver and find Tomoe Watanabe lurking right behind me, buzzing around my neck like an irritating mosquito.
That poor boy really has the hots for you. When are you gonna tell him you're a cold-hearted psycho?
That poor boy really has the hots for ya. When you gonna tell him that he's a cold-hearted psycho? I love it!
Listen, I'm not leading him on, and I'm no psycho.
Sounds like something a real psycho type would say, don't you reckon?
Okay, what a catch-22 that is. Alright then. Of course, this is none other than the gal girl Tomoe, the very same brain-dead moron who boasted this morning about wanting to try Corpse Girl's website. She's the kind of person that likes to stir up trouble and instigate conflict. She's had her vacant eyes on me since the day I first stepped foot into the office. She loves to torment me on any chances she gets. Maybe I rubbed her the wrong way somehow, though I'm not sure what I ever did to her. Even though she's a data entry temp like me, she's worked here just a little longer than I have. Unfortunately, that means I have to defer to her as my superior in this professional environment. She knows as much and likes to take advantage of the facts as often as possible.
It's funny, you know. You don't look like the type of skank to lead on a goody-goody like Shinya.
I told you, I'm not leading him on.
Well, if you're not interested, maybe I'll take him out this weekend and tongue him at the cinema.
Gross. Do what you want, but I doubt he's into someone with your, looks.
And tongue him at the cinema.
Oh yeah? What would you know? You think he likes your flat chest, little Miss Gothic Lolita?
I know I should shrug off comments such as this, and normally I would, but backing down from Tomoe isn't something I can do easily.
I'll give you a tip. Guys like Shinya are smart, clever. If you want to impress him, don't let him know your head is as full of air as your inflatable breasts.
A flash of crimson lights up Tomoe's face, and she looks ready to lash out on me. A group of co-workers, juniors like us, look over to us in concern. Tomoe takes a step back from me, but not before signaling a rude gesture with her fingers.
We ain't done here, Noriko. Watch your back.
Watch your back.
I'm trembling.
Tomoe walks away, and I breathe a sigh of relief. If it wasn't for having to deal with her, I would have dread coming to work every day. Anyway, I wonder when she's planning to test out Corpse Girl's website. Will she try it on me since we just fought? I'm not really sure if I should be excited or scared. Either way, it'll definitely be fun to find out what happens if she does try the website. I finally reach my desk and take note of the time. I was supposed to start working 5 minutes ago, so I quickly log into my computer and check today's tasks list. It's all standard stuff today. I need to transfer a few tables of numbers from a spreadsheet into our company's online database. When I'm done, I have to run it by a few other people and then commit the changes to the server. The work is dull and repetitive, but my salary isn't bad. On the plus side, I get to wear headphones and listen to music while I work. I dip into my handbag and retrieve my headphones, my phone, a can of milk coffee, and a handful of breath mints. I lay them all on my desk neatly. I slip my headphones on, plug them into my phone, and I hit play on my work playlist. Loud, symphonic metal-loving thrashes my ears as I crack and open my can of coffee and take a long sip.
Okay, let's get started.
See, this looks like a fucked up apartment, or not really a fucked up apartment. Rather, you know, this looks like an apartment in a bad neighborhood. Emmy was tripping. I return home to my quiet, cramped apartment after work. The place is eerily silent and a stark contrast to a bustling office where I spend my days. Throwing my hand back into the tiny coffee table, I pick up my laptop and sit on the couch. I lie back and get comfortable, letting the laptop rest on my stomach as it boots up. The welcome screen loads up, so I click a couple of times, open my web browser, and then head to the very specific website saved on my favorites. Corpse Girl's website. A cute dancing zombie girl is animated at the top of the page, a peculiar irregularity that always makes me giggle. I notice that the page view counter at the bottom of the site is nearly the same as it was yesterday. There have been maybe 4 or 5 new visitors. I heave a sigh. Maybe the website isn't quite that well known after all. That begs the question, how did Tomoe discover it? Well, never mind that. My eyes scan the website's content. Requested death. Big bold letters headline the site. The intention couldn't be clearer. Further information on the site is sparse. Brief instructions tell the user to fill in the victim's phone numbers and upload a photo. Aside from that, there's not much else to mention. It doesn't even ask for a name. After all, after scanning the site, I move my mouse to the browser's address bar and click. I type a / after the website's address and then add the word admin. And then I hit enter key. A login page presents itself with empty username and password fields waiting to be filled in. My fingers tap dance around the keyboard, and within a few moments, I'm presented with a brand new page. A blinking slab of text greets me. One new request. A crooked smile cracks my stony expression. Finally, somebody has requested a death. Somebody asked me, Corpse Girl, to kill a victim. This is where things get exciting. I giggle and feel my cheeks flush red. This is the first request I've had for about a week. I've been logging in every evening, fingers crossed that somebody has elected a new victim for me. Today, my wish has come true. I can't help but feel emotional at a time like this. My lower lip trembles and I feel tears welling up. I dab the corner of my eyes gently to avoid smudging my makeup. As I hover my mouse cursor, the view request button, a familiar and pleasant tingling sensation surges in my chest, my stomach, and my thighs. I shiver with anticipation, my hot and steamy breath beginning to fog up the laptop screen. I click the button. Request details. Today, 2:47 p.m. local time. Victim's phone. Downloading image attachment. A victim's photo automatically loads on my screen. The person in front of me is a total stranger, but that's okay. It doesn't change the task set out before me. A woman, rather plain, in her early 30s. She's well dressed with minimal makeup and she's not really putting her personality on display. It's a nice photo, better quality than some of the images I've received in the past. In fact, the photo looks like a corporate ID picture. I wonder if it was downloaded from a company database or website. Well, the source of the photo doesn't matter. The simple fact of the matter is that somebody has made a request for this person to die. It falls to me to fulfill that request. As the Corpse Girl, I take requests very, very seriously. I have the victim's photo and I have her phone number. All I need now is to select a way for her to meet her untimely demise. I've previously thought about including an extra field on my website, an option for the user to choose the way they want their victim to die. After all, it would reduce the amount of strain on my creativity if the method was decided for me. But after careful consideration, I decided against it. Some people are sick, twisted, the cause of death would be far beyond my means and impossible to achieve. Therefore, allowing the user to define the cause of death just isn't feasible. Instead, I'll just stick to my current modus operandi. Everything depends on the quality of the victim's photo. If it isn't detailed, the victim's features aren't easily distinguishable, then I can be rather creative with the cause of death. Perhaps the victim's face suffers grotesque burns, or she has an iron stake thrust through her skull. However, if the victim's photo is low quality and doesn't provide enough detail to identify the subject, I have to resort to the default cause of death. A terrible, unlucky fall from a great height. Maybe she slips, or maybe someone stumbles into her and sends her tumbling over a rail. The end result will be the same. A swift, crushing death from on high. The victim will end up face down on the concrete, completely unrecognizable, save for her clothes and accessories. It's not my favorite cause of death, but in some cases it is necessary. Regardless, it is still a valid way to fulfill the request. For now, it's time to get started. I can barely contain my excitement. I squirm against the couch, crossing and uncrossing my legs in vain attempt to dissipate the heat rising through my body. Taking a deep breath, I try to calm my nerves and get to work. The victim will receive a photo of her own corpse, time-stamped with the date of her death. It's Corpse Girl's signature move, my calling card, if you will. Seeing an image of one's own disfigured corpse is sure to strike fear into one's heart, and that's precisely the reason I take this step, to make the victim panic and act rashly. First things first, I save the victim's photo on my laptop's hard drive. I store it in a folder discreetly named System Files, and hidden away in a root directory of my operating system. A password encrypted directory, of course. Next, I open up my favorite image editing software and load the photo. Looking carefully at the detail in the picture, I can see that this will be a work of art. I can really go to town with this request. I minimize the software, open my web browser, and access a particular website. A database of the deceased, the DD as it's known on my dark web, my secret weapon, the ultimate resource for my work. The DD is a collection of countless high-resolution photographs of dead bodies, murder victims, crime scenes, suicides. If somebody has died in one way or another, chances are good that some perverted individual has captured the moment in all its gory glory. Such valuable images are essential to my work. Using these photos as a base, I can edit my victim's details into the picture. My process is simple. I start by locating the perfect corpse photo. I search in the database, and in less than 2 minutes, I discover a disgustingly detailed photo of a woman with her entrails spilling from her stomach. Her face is blue, having suffocated before even having a chance to bleed to death. She's about the same age as my victim. She's of similar height and build. Finding the photo that specifically suits my victim's features is easy thanks to DD's excellent catalog of tags and filters. I simply search for the keywords that match my victim's description and find a corpse that fits. Using this photo as a starting point, I digitally edit my victim's face onto the body. It's not some quick job that even a child can do. It's even painstakingly crafted work of art that it would even fool the keenest eye. An hour passes, then 2, then 3. Before I know it, it's midnight. Midnight has come and gone, but the work is nearing completion. All that remains is to add the final touches. I like to add a specific distinguishable detail to the image. A personal item or accessory, clothes, makeup, you name it, I can edit it in. With personal details added, I adjust the lighting and color palette just slightly to enough to make the photo truly unique. Even if the victim decides to reverse image search the photo and discovers it's a forgery, all my work would be for naught. And with that, the masterpiece is complete. A grisly, gruesome, gratuitously gory gift for the soon-to-be departed. The victim will receive this photo of a corpse that is, for all intents and purposes, a perfect replica of her own physical form. She will open the image on her phone, and then the life she once knew will crumble to pieces. My lips curl into a satisfied smirk. During my hours of work, my breathing eventually steadied. My excitement nerves settled into a zen-like calm. But seeing the finished art piece now, I begin to feel my heart pounding once more. The macabre vision before me is exhilarating. Adrenaline and dopamine surge throughout my body, giving me a sudden head rush of bliss. To say that I'm attracted to the sight of blood and guts would be misleading. No, I'm not into that at all. The excitement stems from the thought of taking control of somebody else's life, dictating their future, controlling their fate. For with the creation of this image, I have taken the victim's life into my own hands, like a puppet master pulling the strings of a marionette. By forging this convincing creation, I will compel the victim to take her own life. That's right, my own hands need not to become stained. The hands of Corpse Girl have never been dirtied with the blood of a victim. This is the true nature of my work. Carefully crafting corpse photos in such a way to convince the victim that their fate is already sealed, that no matter what they do, they cannot escape the death that awaits them. And then, the date stamped on the photo is the icing on the cake, the ultimate driving force behind the victims choosing to end their own life. The date is so near in the future, a time that has not yet occurred, a fiber of uncertainty carefully interwoven into the image that causes the victim to pause and consider the possibilities. Is this photo from the future? Is this truly my fate? How can I outrun the future that has been pre-decided? These are the thoughts that run through a victim's head. Despair and dread floods through the senses. Overwhelming anxiety gives way to a calm acceptance. This is my dead body. This is how I die. Why should I fight it? And when the victim's last vestige of resistance gently breaks, like a silk spider web being torn by a cool breeze, they finally give in. They invite their end. This is the way it'll go down for this woman, this complete and total stranger. I'm confident, certain, convinced. It was a sudden spark of inspiration that guided me to begin fabricating corpse photos about a year ago. I can never quite recall exactly what it was that spawned the idea. Sometimes I get close to remembering, but my recollection dances at the edge of my mind and slips back into darkness. Regardless, I ventured down a dark and dangerous path. I built Corpse Girl's website and invited strangers to request the deaths of people they knew. It was a sales tactic, simply a way to encourage users to submit images I had no intention or means of ending lives. Little did I know the true power I wielded. I only intended to create corpse photos and send them to people for fun. I wanted to startle and scare some of the unsuspecting fools. It would be a lie to claim that I didn't get off on it. The thought of people shrieking in the fear and sight of their own corpse was more than delicious. It sated my budding lust. It filled a dark hole in the depths of my soul and gave me purpose. Never in a million years did I dream that one of my corpse photos would result in the death of another human being. I'll never forget her name, Ruri Hatano. 20-something, slim, gorgeous eyes. Eyes that took my breath away the moment I gazed upon her portrait. She was the first person to make me feel bad about crafting hoax photos. The only person to make me feel bad about it. But I did it anyway. Corpse Girl never rejects a request. It's my conviction. I forged a beautiful rendition of her death, thanks to some rather macabre source photos obtained via the database of the deceased. I strung Ruri's corpse up in a field like a ghoulish scarecrow. The photo was incredible. It was my 5th or 6th work, the 5th or 6th time a user of Corpse Girl's website requested a death. Ruri Hatano died just hours after receiving the photo. I don't know why. I don't know if she killed herself or if someone murdered her, but I know one thing. Ruri Hatano's body, her real body, was found in a field hanging like a scarecrow, surrounded by crows. Her eyes had been gouged out from her skull, and her stiff fingers clutched her phone tightly. According to the news report, her phone displayed familiar images that the very image I created of her corpse. When I first learned of Ruri's death, I was overcome with varying emotion. I felt sick, elated, disgusted, overjoyed, depressed, aroused. Had I somehow caused her death? Was Corpse Girl responsible for taking a life? Even though my hands weren't stained with blood, I still felt responsible. The lurid truth descended upon me at that moment. Corpse Girl held the power to end lives, and the more I dwelled on that fact, the more obvious it became to me. I began to feel that power pulsing through my veins, thrumming in my blood as my heart pumped and pounded within my chest. I can't explain how the power works, and I don't know why I have it, but somehow, the corpse photos I created compel a victim to end their own life, or compel someone to end it for them. Ruri died in a way that I envisioned. Her dead body matched the fake corpse photos I painstakingly crafted, and I didn't even leave the safety and comfort of my apartment to ensure her death. Corpse Girl's power is real, extraordinary, and I vow to exercise that power as frequently as possible. Ruri Hatano died last year. Since then, I've been chasing that rush, that thrill that comes with snuffing out a soul. It wasn't hard to grow the popularity of Corpse Girl's website after that incident. Particularly dark corners of the internet gobbled up the news with enthusiasm, and the site saw an influx of new visitors. And on a few occasions, I've even overheard people in real world whispering about the mysterious website that lets you request a death. I've crafted corpse photos for dozens of requests. Each photo is more convincing and realistic than the last thanks to my ever-evolving skills. But none of my recent attempts have been successful. Not a single person has dropped dead since Ruri Hatano. I'm beginning to wonder if Corpse Girl's powers have fizzled out, or perhaps I never had any power to begin with. Maybe Ruri's death was simply a fluke, a morbid coincidence. I've spent countless hours doubting myself, doubting Corpse Girl. I've tried so hard to replicate that one's success. Every time I receive a request, I do the same thing as I did in Ruri Hatano's case. I edit the photo of the victim, I create convincing corpse photo, and I timestamp it with the time of death. I send the photo of a victim, and then I end the rest of it to fate. But nothing ever comes of it. I'm not so delusional to think that in normal circumstances, a simple photo would be enough to convince someone to kill themselves. And then, if a photo fell into someone else's hands, it wouldn't inspire them to go out and kill the victims. Of course not. However, these are no ordinary circumstances. I once activated a power beyond the ken of mortal men. I caused Ruri Hatano to die by her own hand or by the hand of another. I need to find a way to manifest my power once more, to prove that I, Corpse Girl, have the power of death and destruction at my fingertips. Once a new victim perishes, I know it will pave the way to more and more deaths. My website will gain popularity and will become more than just an urban myth. People will live their lives in fear, forever wondering if Corpse Girl is lurking behind the next text message they receive. Yes, I can see the future. I crave so clearly in my mind. I'm close to achieving my goal. I know I am. And when my dreams come true, I can finally... May 26, Tuesday morning. An incessant chirping of birds gently kindles the embers of my consciousness. My heavy eyelids open to find my body contorted before me, legs splayed across the couch in the most uncomfortable position I can imagine. I groan and twist my torso, letting my spine pop and crack until it aches in my body drift away. I need to stop falling asleep on the couch. I'm still young, but I can't handle a night away from my comfortable bed. My eyes fall upon my open laptop, lying on its side on the floor. The screen is blank and battery drained. I briefly panic, hoping against hope that I save my work before falling asleep. I stumble on my feet, pick up the laptop, then charge towards that power outlet. I plug it in and boot up, revitalizing the mechanical beast and feeling the wave of relief as the whirring of the internal fans signify the breath of life. The screen flickers and bathes my eye in harsh light. My eyes squint against my will and I make out the image before me. The mutilated corpse of my latest victim. Perfection in picture form. The timestamp in my lower corner reads May 27, 11:07 a.m. Tomorrow's date. The photo is ready to be sent out, and if I send it now, the victim will receive it immediately and notice the date and realize that her death is imminent. It's time to set the wheels of demise in motion. Leaving my laptop at the outlet, I quickly dart into my kitchen. Well, to call it a kitchen is misleading. It's simply a tiled area connected to my living space. A small refrigerator, microwave oven, and a single hot plate. A small stack of drawers is nestled next to my fridge, and I pull open the second drawer from the top. Plunging my hand inside, I always had an odd sensation. My fingers got buried underneath a dozen cheap plastic flip phones. I grasp one of the phones between my thumb and my forefinger and remove it from my drawer. It's a scratched up pink model from the 2010s or so, a relic from the time that not long ago, but may as well be forgotten. I flip the screen and turn the device on, relieved to see this artifact still holds power. To be fair, I charged up all of these phones just a few weeks ago, but the fact they retain charge after being inactive for so long is a testament to their engineering. In any shady line of work, these kinds of phones are referred to as burners, cheap disposable devices that are discarded as soon as their purpose is fulfilled. I acquired them by rather unsavory means, but that's neither near nor there. I use these phones to send the photos I make. By doing this, I avoid using my personal phone and prevent anything from being traced back to me. When a photo has been sent, I keep the burner phone for 24 hours just in case the victim sends a reply. I know I'd get a good laugh out of it. Of course, I don't keep the phone on my person. I store it in an old shed-out bag in front of my apartment building. When 24 hours have passed, I remove the phone's SIM card, snap it in half, and discard it with the combustible trash. The phone itself gets smashed in the trash in the dumpsters out of the convenience stores. I also delete the photos of my hard drive and clear my internet history. Obviously, I don't even use my own internet connection at home. I leech off my gullible neighbor's Wi-Fi. He's under the impression that I can't afford my own internet connection. Whether or not I convinced him of such is irrelevant, so he's happy to share his connection with me. Should the police ever try to track my actions, they'll only be led to my neighbor. I've gone to great lengths to ensure my actions are untraceable. This has all been in anticipation for my inevitable success. Looking down at my pink phone in hand, I clear my mind and focus on the task before me. The photo is transferred easily from my laptop to the burner phone. Once complete, I open the text messaging app and enter the victim's phone number. I leave the message field blank, but I attach the photo of the corpse, but I attach the photo, of course. The victim will receive an empty text message from an unknown number with only an image attached. The message is just about ready to send, but there's one flourish I'd like to add. I opened the particular app I previously downloaded to every burner phone. It's simply called Number Mask, and it's one of the most ingenious apps I've ever used. The app asks for a number I want to use, and I punch in my memorized trademark. Now then, I send a text message. The receiver will see these numbers appear on the caller ID, but not only does it mask the burner's real phone number, but it's an extra calling card to help boost my infamy. I smirk, my thumb hovering over the send message button. This is it. This is going to be my long-awaited victory, the second victim to end up dead. I just know it. This is a stepping stone to my success, the second of many bodies that will pave my way to glory. I sent the message. Sorry, let me just drink some water. I arrive at work on time as usual. My handbag is heavy with the power of several cans of coffee, hopefully enough to power me through the day after having such a late night. I can't help but yawn loudly as I wait for the elevator in my lobby. Just before the elevator doors open, my phone starts to ring. I step aside to answer the call.
Hey. Hi, Noriko. Good morning. Did I call at a bad time?
Not at all. I'm just about to go into the office.
Oh, should I call back later?
It's no problem. Don't stress.
Okay, sorry.
The nervous and apologetic girl on the other end of the call is Aoi, Sato, an old school friend from back in the day. Though we never really had any common interests, we used to be inseparable at school. She was shy, I was introverted. It was a combination that worked in our favor, even if our conversations were a little on the boring side. To say that we're no longer shy and introverted wouldn't be entirely true. Aoi has gotten better. She's definitely more outgoing, but she still suffers a great deal of social anxiety. As for me, I'm still pretty introverted. My tolerance for being around other people has improved a bit, but I do prefer solitude. And visiting places I've never been to before puts me on edge. To call Aoi my best friend would be accurate. She's my closest confidant. Even so, she knows nothing about my part-time masquerading as a corpse girl. No one does, and I plan to keep it that way.
So, Aoi, what did you want to talk about?
Oh, well, you see, that guy at work is still bothering me, and I wanted to see if you had any more advice for me.
Ah, jeez. The older guy that always hits on you?
Yeah.
What a creep. You're 19, for God's sake. He must be, what, 50?
I think he's 52.
You know his actual age? Well, whatever. If he's still bothering you, you have to take a stand. He's not your coworker, right? Just a regular customer?
That's right.
Then tell your manager. Have him banned from the venue.
I can't talk to the manager. I don't want to cause trouble for the company.
Jeez, girl. Sometimes you need to stand on your own 2 feet.
I know.
Well, if talking to the manager is out of the question, then you need to be firm with the creep. Tell him you won't stand for being groped anymore. His behavior is simply unacceptable, and if he won't change, you won't serve him anymore.
He's scary, Noriko. I don't know if I can confront him like that. He's always drunk. Even before he comes into the place, I try not to serve him too much, but...
Are you sure you can't quit that stupid job? Working at a maid cafe really doesn't suit you at all. I thought you wanted a government position.
I do. I want to work in a cozy office, kind of like you, but you know I don't have any qualifications.
Why don't I see if there's anything open here? Maybe Shinya can help out. He got me this job, remember?
Shinya? Maybe. He was always a nice guy, right?
He's super nice. Stick in the mud, but a nice one.
Noriko, don't be mean.
Yeah. You want me to ask?
Yes, please. If it's no trouble.
It's no trouble. I'll talk to Shinya. Then maybe you can quit that crappy job and come work with me.
Oh, that really does sound wonderful. Thank you, Noriko. I'd be so lost without you.
Don't be silly. You're amazing, Aoi. Leave this to me.
Thank you.
I end the call and heave a sigh. Having to go and ask Shinya about a job actually is a pain in the ass, but I'd never admitted that to Aoi. I want to help that poor girl, I really do. I'd do nearly anything for her. The elevator arrives at the lobby and I step inside as soon as the door opens.
Good morning, Kurosawa.
Ah,
Fujikawa. Good morning.
Shinya takes me by surprise as I exit the elevator. Has he been waiting for me here?
I wanted to catch you before we sit down to work. I sent you another friend request. Can you make sure you got it this time?
Oh, yeah, okay.
What am I supposed to do when he puts me on the spot like this? I try not to groan as I get my phone out and open noise. Just block this dude. Come on, Noriko. Like, accept the friend request and put him on mute. No one really cares. It's impossible to hide my screen from Shinya's piercing gaze.
Well, what do you know? I have a new friend request.
Oh, great. It worked this time. Go ahead and accept it, please.
Yeah, sure thing.
I hesitantly accept the friend request. A little fireworks animation pops up on the screen with a celebratory message about making a new friend.
Yay! Looks like we're officially friends now. So, can I call you Noriko from now on?
Ouch, oh my god, this fucking dude. Alright then, you know what, this guy, you know, sure. I don't even know what to say, I don't know. Feels like if you act, I don't know. I've never really been the type of person to act like this in front of a girl. Like, I wouldn't, I don't know. It seems so weird. It seems so weird to me. But whatever. I've never cared much for formalities. I try not to adhere them. I try to adhere to them in the workplace, but honestly, I don't care if people refer to me by my first or last name, regardless of whether they're my friends or not.
That's fine. You can call me Noriko.
Shinya's eyes light up. That seems to have made the boy happy.
Thank you! Oh, you can call me Shinya, of course.
Shinya. Hey, we've known each other since junior high, right? Shouldn't we have been on a first-name basis anyway?
Yes, that's true, but we're in the office now, you know? It wouldn't do if you started working here and called me Shinya right away.
I suppose.
Anyway, I'm really glad we're proper friends now, Noriko. Maybe we can get a coffee sometime.
I can't help but feel he's trying to push his luck as far as it will go. Any suspicions I had about him having a crush on me are now confirmed. I brush a stray lock of hair out of my face and smile as sweetly as I can while I change the subject.
Hey, actually, I wanted to ask you something. Are there any more temp jobs available here right now?
Temp jobs, huh? Are you looking to pick up extra hours?
No, not exactly. I'm asking for a friend who needs a new job.
Friend of Noriko's. Well, let's see. We pretty much always have data entry roles up for grabs. Unless your friend wants something more interesting? Do they have any particular qualifications?
Not really. Data entry is more than fine. Actually, you already know who I'm talking about. Remember Aoi Sato?
Aoi Sato. Yes, I think I do remember her. That really shy girl from our school days, correct?
That's her, yeah.
Wow. I never knew you were still in touch with school friends, Noriko.
Aoi's probably the only one. We're fairly close.
Is that so? As for me, I don't really have any friends from back then.
Shinya's heartbreaking confession doesn't surprise me too much. He doesn't strike me as the type of person to have many friends at all. Sure, I'm the same, but...
Oh, but what am I saying? We're friends now. So I guess I do keep in touch with school friends.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, I'll ask my superior if we can get Sato an interview. Is that okay?
I'd really appreciate that. Thank you, Shinya.
No problem. Leave it to me.
He gives me an awkward salute before skipping away. Our little exchange has obviously made him pretty happy. And for some reason, something that Tomoe Watanabe said yesterday pops into my head. She mentioned that I'm leading Shinya on, but that's not true, is it? I shake the thought out of my head, and I'm just being nice to him. That's not wrong, is it? I take a seat at my desk and perform my morning ritual. From my handbag, I retrieve my headphones, coffee, and breath mints. Computer on, music playing, coffee open. My fingers tap rhythmically against the keyboard and I slip into my usual workday trance.
So, I see that you're connected with Shinya on Noise now, huh?
My walk to the train station is interrupted by a familiar grating voice.
Sounds like both of you are getting on pretty well.
How did you...
Oh, of course. Tomoe and I are already friends on Noise, so she would have seen the notification when I accepted Shinya's request. It's actually kind of strange that Tomoe and I are connected through the app. We added each other on my first day of work before I learned how much of an intolerable excuse for a human being she is. We simply never deleted each other even after all these months. Her posts are entertaining anyway. And since I rarely ever post anything myself, she probably forgot we were connected at all until today.
Now look, don't get me wrong, you hear? I ain't actually interested in Shinya. Nah, I'm real happy for you both, like. But what I can't stand is a skank like yourself getting some while I'm over here all dry like a desert.
What the hell are you talking about?
It pisses me off that guys just sluts like you, and you barely have to put in any work.
It pisses me out that the guys just sluts like you and you barely have to put in any work. Ah, dude, I love this. I love this accent so much. I love this accent so much. It's so easy to do. And it's also so annoying. It's so fun to do. You slut.
Meanwhile, nice girls like me gotta put in so much effort to even get noticed.
Bro, your tits are hanging out. Girl, your tits are hanging out and you're calling me a slut? God damn it, Tomoe. Take a look in the mirror.
You think all of this is just natural? I put so much effort into how I look, you know? And guys like Shinya don't even bat an eyebrow at me.
You mean bat an eyelid, right?
Whatever, it don't matter. I'm sick of skanks like you getting everything for nothing.
Look, let me be honest with you. I'm not interested in Shinya, and I'm not trying to be with him. I don't chase guys, and it's pretty rare that they chase me. You've got me all wrong.
Like I believe you. Do you spend your time chasing chicks then?
That's not your business. But you don't have to worry about me pursuing Shinya. Tell you what, any guy at the office is all yours, okay? I'm not interested.
Oh, is that how it's gonna be, slut? You think no one is good enough for you, but they're good enough for me?
Oh, damn. Okay.
You're just like all the other girls. You think I'm worth being pitied? You think I need it? Well, I don't want your pity. You're nothing but a fake skank.
Tomoe pushes forward, her bulk forcing me onto the sidewalk and into a thicket of trees bordering the path. A burning slap across my face comes out of nowhere. I'm blinded by white stars and my entire face feels like it's on fire. The strike is hard, sharp, vicious. It happens so suddenly that I'm having difficulty processing it. I stumble, but my legs don't quite give out. My mind races trying to put together what just happened. Tomoe hit me? Why? Why did she hit me? There's a strange sort of disconnect in my body. My body doesn't feel like my own. It doesn't, like this isn't actually happening to me, but rather I'm watching it happen to someone else. Time seems to slow down and speed up all at once. The slap replays twice in my mind before Tomoe's hand even leaves my face. I catch a glimpse of her furious expression, red and strained and overcome with anger.
I hate you. I hate everyone like you. Don't pity me.
The second strike connects with my chin and I flinch, my entire body paralyzed with pain. She hit me again?
Stop!
I hate you. I hate you!
Tomoe has lost it. She's absolutely furious and I can't figure out what I did wrong. Her third attack is a curled fist aimed straight to my stomach. Through sheer luck or complete accident, I tumble backward, narrowly avoiding the punch instead of landing in my rear. The pavement is rough and hard, but I'm sure it feels a lot better than taking a fist in the gut. Tomoe screams and rushes at me, but I scramble to my feet and grab her by the wrists. She flails wildly and her eyes looking like they'll pop out of her skull at any given second. Her breathing is harsh and ragged, and her tears of rage have caused us to flood the clotted makeup to run down her face.
Calm down! Calm down!
She struggles against me, slowly giving in as my tight grip prevents her from attacking me further. She begins to sob softly.
I hate you! I hate everything about you!
With a great pull, Tomoe frees herself from my grip. She steps away, cursing, then runs past me. I blink in disbelief as she breaks into a sprint, heading in the direction of the train station. I raise a hand of my tender face and touch it gently. The stinging sensation is completely new to me. Never before have I been attacked like that.
What the hell was all that about? I can't believe she hit me.
A pack of frozen vegetables pressed against my face soothes my swollen jaw but does very little to calm my nerves. I'm still on edge after what happened today. Tomoe actually physically attacked me, and all because I said something I'm not sure what that provoked her anger. Maybe that girl is more complicated than I gave her credit for. Seems like she has her own inner demons, just like the rest of us. I've replayed the event in my head 100 times since returning home, without confronting Tomoe about it. I don't think I'll ever figure out what incited her aggression, but I don't plan on talking to her about it anytime soon. I wouldn't say that I'm scared of her, but I don't exactly want to encourage a repeat performance. I rest the bag of frozen vegetables on a small coffee table next to me, and I think I've done all that I can to reduce the painful swelling for now. Sighing and leaning back, I let a soft patting off the couch to consume my body as I sink deeper. My eyes glaze over as I bring my phone to my face. My fingers lazily tap and scroll as I look through in carefully curated obituary news feeds, a list of deaths that have been reported throughout the day. Using a set of handy filters, I narrow the feed down to include only women's deaths. In the age range of 30 to 50, I set the location to cover all of Japan. I immediately exclude any results that mentions natural causes of death. I'm looking for specific cases, suicides, or as more often reported, accidents. Of course, I'm looking to find out whether my latest victim has offed herself yet. Should I search? Should this search string no result, then it's pretty easy to look up recent murders. They are few and far between. Between suicides, accidents, and murders, I've covered all the potential ways my victim could die. 9 out of 10 of the search results include a photograph of the deceased. Not a photo of their corpse, mind you. This isn't the database of the deceased I'm looking through. Rather, it's usually a nice, flattering picture of the recently departed submitted by their kin to go along with their obituary. I use the photos submitted with the obituaries to compare the match with the images of my victims. This is the only reliable way I have to discover whether or not my victims have perished. If I knew the victim's name, I could easily look up their current fate, but my website doesn't ask for that information. Call it respect for the victim's privacy, but there's a lot more to it than that. But that's a topic to dwell on another day. Tonight's search turns up no solid leads. I'm disappointed, but this result isn't entirely unexpected. After all, I set the date on my original victim's photograph to tomorrow. There's still time for her to freak out and end it all. I decide to go to sleep early tonight. I'm not even feeling hungry enough to eat the cheap convenience store meal that's been sitting in my fridge since yesterday. Though if I go to sleep now, it'll feel like tomorrow arrives sooner. Tomorrow. I'll have to see Tomoe at work. There's no way I can avoid her since her desk is so close to mine. The idea doesn't sit well with me. On the other hand, my victim might conquer herself, in which would definitely make me feel better. It could be very well my next success, and the suspense is just about to kill me. Tomorrow. Oh, you know what? Let's save here. My voice is actually my voice is already kind of hoarse, or rather, my voice is already, or my throat is already kind of strained. So I should stop. I should stop reading for a while. Right. Oof. Okay then. Oh, sorry, I was just checking if it was consistent. Anyway, let's go back to this, and then yeah. So, pretty good stream tonight. I mean, not a lot of views as usual, but I'll get through. I'll get by, and also, yeah, it doubles as a YouTube video as well. So it's really what we're doing. But yeah, I think I'll end tonight's stream, and yeah, tomorrow maybe we'll do some more Corpse Factory tomorrow. Let's see if my voice holds up by tomorrow. The first time I've done this, so let's see. All right, guys, I'll see you the next time I stream. Goodbye.